Okay, I think we might be back. Are we back? Can we hear me?
Uh, I'm seeing an ad. Yes, I can hear you, and I'm seeing an ad. Let me see if it gets really back.
People in chat, can you hear me?
Guys, please give us a thumbs up if you can hear us.
Okay,
Yes.
so technical issue. Paul, who does the stream and basically hosts all this, his internet has been having issues, so he died. So in haste, I have set this up on my computer, and connected to the channel. So this is going to be very basic. We're not going to have the replay function um, or anything like that. This is just to try to show you guys the race and what's going on. So I apologize if it is not the best.
Yep.
But we are in emergency mode.
But there's beers and sarcasm, so I
Exactly.
think we're
I
good,
mean,
right?
we're still going to talk trash about people. It's just going to be me
Yeah.
and Mr. Tiago here.
Yes, sir.
So Tiago, Blaine is still out on track. He has not pit
Uh,
yet. We're 23 minutes to the end of the race. What is his
yeah.
strategy? Is he's hoping for? Is he just trying to run the entire race and then
Yeah.
pit at the end?
I would say he wants to wait to the last second to see how much of a weather change he gets and maybe get a good last stint because his did not drop that much since the start.
Yeah, but we know by looking at the event configuration that we're going to have a minimum amount of rain. So they know that it's going to rain the entire race.
True.
So I don't know. I'll be interested to find out what his plan was. I mean, maybe this will work off. Like he's got a pretty good gap.
He is good right now, yeah.
I mean, he's half the track ahead of Danny.
Oh, Dylan Zawa head stop? Oh no. All back markers. Let me see P2.
Yeah, Dylan Sauer is behind Blaine Hall, so he's lapping the field basically by staying out
It
for so long.
seems like he actually has a pretty good gap, but I think
Yeah,
Basden
got
might
a
have got
he's
him.
got almost a minute gap to Danny. So if you do a 30-second pit stop, he's still going to be ahead.
But Mr. Carbon's slapping like 41-0, which is awesome.
I mean, Blaine did a 41.3 for his last lap, so I mean he's not
Oh,
losing too awful much. So if he can come in and pit stop and do a, it's 30 seconds in the pit box plus drive in and drive out. So I mean it's gonna be really, this could be the gamble of the century.
yeah, it actually can.
Got Rados putting a little bit
Maybe
of pressure
he's.
on Sadie.
Oh, nice.
Just kind of looking at the timing screen here, and there's not a whole lot of battles going on. You got Beverage behind Bruce, but that's a pro on an AM.
Yeah, Bruce P13. That's lovely.
Yeah, he's P2 in class. I don't know if he's got
Oh,
enough time to catch Dorcius. I mean, if Dorcius makes a mistake or something like that, it could help him out. But Bruce
all
doing
right.
pretty good to lap there in P2 in class. Rip Paul.
Yes.
Paul's in chat. Can we get
Yeah.
some F's in chat for Paul and his
Let's
terrible
do
internet?
this.
The show goes on, boys and girls. Rados is on Sadie. Sadie's a little less than a second back from Carl Big. So, depending on how much Sadie has to defend from Rados, I mean, he could catch up to Carl, but it looks like Rados is going to hound him for a while.
Let's see how Brandon Hall plays. He goes for.
I'm going to change your Discord name to Blaine Alves, so that way you learn it's Blaine and not Brandon.
Now it's a joke. I don't want to say Blaine anymore.
Okay,
Now
fine.
he's Brandon to me.
All right, he's going to get his name changed legally.
I'm gonna do this at least once in the chat, like
There you go.
in Discord this week.
Just like if he wins, just put in big letters, "Way to go, Brendan," or Brandon, or whatever you call
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Hey yo, Brandon, like, and then link him.
Congrats,
Let's
man.
see how.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, his last lap was 42-1.
Yeah, 42-1. So he's, I mean,
Mm.
Danny ran a 41.7, so only about 4 tenths there.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see once he does pit. I mean, he
He's
has to
looking
know
good.
that he needs to pit, right? Bjorn moves over, lets Ferris
Yeah,
and Andrew go by.
it is looking good to him though. is looking damn good.
I mean, if you're lapping well, you might as well stay out and gain as much time as you possibly can.
I would guess he's feeling pretty good on the wheels, so if he was feeling shitty, he would probably be on the pits already.
Yeah. And he's got Dylan Sauer there behind him. So, I mean, if you can
Uh,
stay ahead of Dylan Sauer, I mean, it's not for position, but it's nice to have a pro in front of you can kind of pace yourself off of.
oh yeah.
Because you know if you can keep Dylan Sauer behind you, you're doing okay.
But it's a funny thing. Like you remember when I said about Billingsley, I didn't see him doing like anything crazy, and yet he's 20th.
Yeah, I think he had pit stop issues or something. I'm not
Stop and
sure.
go 13th. Yeah.
Like I looked at the replay and it looked like he sat in the pit for a long time. So I don't know if he had something set wrong, maybe changed his brakes, or what. I
Oh,
don't know.
he could very well be.
Maybe he had some kind of pit strategy set up because him and Rados, both in the Lexus, they're teammates. They're buddies. But you've got Rados sitting P6.
Yeah.
So I mean, you've got the silver driver, who could be a pro driver, because he does run pretty good times. But you got him so far up, and then you've got your teammate so far down. Like, what's the disconnect there?
Yeah, but I'm looking at the replay. He did spend a whole chunk of time on the pits.
Yep.
He pitted twice. I'm figuring he got a penalty. He got a penalty.
Did
Yeah,
he?
SG30 as it looks. Yeah.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
Oof. That
Well,
is.
stop go 30. Is that track limits?
Let me. No, never.
Because speeding
Track
in the
limit.
pit is a drive-through. Because that's what Paul Miles
Yeah.
got.
I'm figuring he sped like a 1,000 miles an hour in the pits. Let me see.
So Rados all over Ferris. They're catching up to Carl Big. Carl's stuck in traffic. Peter Bustron. Bustron gets a little wiggly coming out of that corner there. And now you've got Ferris who's going to want to get by Bustron pretty quickly. Nick Alvarado P3. Oh, Peter Bustron just runs
Whoa.
way wide. It's getting out of the way. And you've got car one. So you got Billingsley is up there with Carbon
Uh,
and Nick and them, but a lap down.
I am looking at Billingsley. He also missed his pit lane by, sorry, his pit stall by one pit stall.
Oh, did he have to back up for it?
It was like, it's not like it's like a lot. It's like one pit stall.
But do you get a penalty for going backwards in the pit lane? Like if you have to
No,
back up?
it's if it's not a lot, no, it's never a penalty.
Okay. So he got a penalty for something.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out.
So 4, 5, 6 is our current battle on the track. Carl Big, Ferris Sadie, and Andrew Rados. Yeah, Nick, after that spin early in the race, great recovery drive to come back from, I think he was way down to like 16th or 17th. To come back up to a podium contention there. Blaine Hall in the pits.
Oh,
Blaine Hall
nice.
coming out of the pits.
Whoa. What?
So he
Did
is going to slot in behind Carl Big. So he's going to lose out 3 or 4 spots. He's in front of Ferris and behind Carl. So he's going to be P4? Yes, P4 after his pit stop.
Chris, you see beside driver's arrow pointing up? Clicking that, I think it gives a better view.
Oh, right on. Oh, it just hides the banner and stuff. Very cool. I don't broadcast, man. I just sit around. I just make everybody else do it, and I sit around and talk trash.
That is not a problem.
Carbon P1 again says somebody whose name I can't pronounce in chat.
Wait. Cardo Huesca?
Neltec says Carbon P1 again. Very excited. Yep.
Nice.
Carbon takes P1 after the pit cycle. I say pit
Carbon
cycle.
has a pretty big community. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I follow him on Twitch. He's a great dude.
He's great
Ooh,
dude, great driver.
Blaine getting a little twitchy there coming out of that corner. He's got Ferris right up behind him. About a 10th behind.
And as we get back, our big brother Paul Cantea. Welcome, brother.
Welcome back, Paul.
Thanks.
Your internet is fired.
Yeah, I agree.
So we had Blaine Hall pit at about the 20-minute mark, or maybe even later than that, and he's come out P4 behind Carl Big in front of Ferris. So he went for the long, the long pit, and I don't know. I mean, he's lost a couple spots, but would he have kept him had he pit earlier? I mean, you got Nick Alvarado just put down a 40.7 last lap. So he's going to try to catch Carbon there. The rest of the field pretty spread out. Nobody doing much of anything.
Yeah, here's the thing, Chris. I don't understand why Billingsley pitted again. It didn't seem like he got a penalty. We didn't see either.
Did he in his pit setup, did he have it set for dry tires? Maybe he put dry tires on accident and had to go back in and put wet tires back on. Because a lot of people won't check the compound, and you just see that you've got another set of tires checked. Blaine Hall way off the track. Farrah's going to scoot by him on the inside there. Blaine's going to try to come back at him, but he just doesn't have enough traction there. So Ferris moves by into P4. Yeah, you think he put down the wrong compound tire and changed to a dry?
He limped the car over his outlap. I think you're completely right.
Yep. Blaine Hall gets loose again. Still trying to get those tires up to temp. He's losing a lot of back end traction there. Well, that's unfortunate because Billingsley was doing really well, but
It's a mega job by his
just
part.
an oversight by the pit crew. Whoever his pit boss is gonna get an earful after this one.
I heard his pit crew name is called Billingsley.
I bet they're all drunk. That's what it is. They grabbed the wrong tires because they've all been sitting around drinking. They're like, yeah, we're gonna be on the podium.
Hey, I drink as well. What you mean by that?
Who is this?
That's
Super
rude.
slow.
It's Billingsley.
That's Billingsley. I guess he's letting everybody go by.
Yeah.
Saw that pack coming up on him. You also got Paul Miles fixing to get lapped by Carl Big after his drive-through.
Oh, internet.
You having fun? Man, the Twitch channel,
Yeah,
it was
this has been a great.
live dead live. It was just flickering back and forth.
I can't imagine the amount of obscenities you must talk to yourself after your internet fell.
Wait, is Carbon rocking a CRS racing livery? Unless he's sent it to me, that's a default in-game livery that you can make.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this
It's
is
actually kind of painful.
I mean,
I'm
it's.
sending these to myself. It was mostly directed at my Wi-Fi setup.
Yeah.
Oh, are you putting in the channels?
Yes.
No, I'm just. Tiago said that I was screaming in front of these. It wasn't directed at me. It was directed at my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I said it by yourself because you're alone in the room, but I know it was stored your setting equipment.
Let's just say that I have one piece of the equipment and a hammer that I'm gonna have some fun with after this.
Rattle, you gonna go Office Space
Office
style?
Space, yes.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. So Rattle's taking a peek on Blaine Hall, but just can't find a way around, and that's letting Ferris get away.
Wait, did Blaine Hall had like a horrible pit stop? He lost quite a lot of spots.
No, it's just he had about a little less than a minute gap, and between your pit in and then your pit stop and your pit out. I mean, it's about a minute, and he just lost a couple spots. It's the gamble you take.
Yeah. Let me see his pit sequence.
And now he's got Rados all over him. And we got Dylan Sauer trying to catch up on Groom, but looks like he got loose. Curzon and Dorsch just a little bit further down, P10 and 11. Ferris has caught up to Carl Big. Expect a lot of flashing to commence here
Yes.
as they come down the straight.
Charis love his flashes.
Heck yeah, he does. Got car 127 off. Oh, that's somebody. That's Bjorn Durand. Looked like he had off on that fast right-hander. 11, 12, 13 section.
Confirmed Brandon Hall had a perfect pit stop sequence.
Default, but has the
Blaine
CRS
Hall.
colors. Yeah, we
It's-
Blaine Hall is the only one running a custom livery right now. I think we're open to people sending them to us, and we'll see if we can run them. We're just trying not to melt anybody's computers down. So if he has like a sick looking livery, he can send it to us, and we'll run it.
So
that's
far,
what-
I've had no issues.
That's what Blaine's got right here.
I know most of this, well, when my internet decides to work, the streaming runs from my setup, but yeah.
So you got Carl lapping Paul Miles. Sadie's gonna scoot by. Paul's gonna slide in behind him. He's got Blaine Hall behind him, Rados behind him, and then Billingsley a lap down. Makes up the back end of that train.
Nice job. Very side is slicing through traffic.
And Danny and Nick are running almost identical times, so that gap's still sitting there at about 3 seconds.
I have to say that for a guy that was insecure before the race, Mr. Carl Bake is having a wonderful race.
I mean, that's to be expected. Carl's a
Yeah.
really fast driver, and he adapts really well.
Yeah, he was pretty much scared like today earlier, and I said like, you're gonna do fine. He didn't believe, but apparently he is doing just that.
Oh yeah, he's got a huge community of people that are sitting there cheering him on. So
That is true as well. And he has whiskey, which is always good.
yeah, he had just cracked a beer whenever I was checking on him earlier.
Nice.
Rados
Speaking of beer, we're back.
trying to make a lunge on Blaine Hall there. I don't know if he just broke late or if that was an actual attempt, but he almost got into the back end of Blaine.
Yeah, so it looks like it never got dry. It just went from rain to little rain and now more rain.
Yep. The race will be over before the rain gets any heavier, but
What happened with, I know I missed it because of technical issues, but what happened with Miles? He's all the way down in 16th?
Paul Miles got a drive-through for speeding in the pit lane.
That's right.
That's 2 weeks in a row that he's done that. We were talking about people practicing their pit entries. Everybody wants the hot lap, but nobody wants to try the pit entry.
Who needs pit entries?
I always just slow down way before the line. Like, I'd rather lose a second slowing down early than 30 seconds having to do a drive-through.
Well, Tiago's back.
Tiago's back. Welcome back, Tiago.
Thank you, brothers.
Paul Miles also has 15 seconds of damage, apparently, according to
Oh.
people in chat.
Why? I didn't see.
He
Check
sped
it.
at the pit exit. So he turned off the pit limiter before the pit exit.
Misano pit exit's kind of annoying.
Ooh, Rados
Yeah.
almost gets into the back end of, I think that's Chin? Yeah, almost gets into the back end of Chin.
Oh,
And that slows him up, and that allows Rados
and
to
now
get up.
Hall.
Yeah, Blaine almost got into the back end of Chin there. And now
So we
he's
got some back markers holding up some of the faster traffic.
well, you've got Chin and Miles there. They're actually for position. Because Miles is P16, Scott Chin, AM class, right ahead of him in P15. I don't think Chin will try to battle Miles too awful much, but runs a little wide on his corner there. Miles is going to sneak up on the inside. Maybe not. And then you got Billingsley a lap down behind all of them. Billingsley takes a peek, but he's a lap down to even Miles. So that would be a silly penalty to get.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you're that far down, you just limp home and move on to next week, basically.
Carl Big has cut. So Alvarado must have had an issue because now his gap to Danny is 7 seconds, and Carl and Ferris have caught up to him. So I don't know if Nick had an off track or a spin or something like that, but he has lost quite a bit of time to P1. And he's got Big and Sadie hot on his heels now.
Yellow flags, 2 separate yellow flags, 387 at the hairpin.
Yep,
And
that's going to
one-
be Victor in P11.
Victor and Blaine Hall. I think Blaine Hall actually might have gone off.
The other one is Bjorn Durand.
Or
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
On the fast
127.
right-hander.
I only saw 7.
Yeah, Blaine is still in front of Rados there. Got Dylan Sauer catching up to Eric Groom, P7-8. Let's keep an eye on that gap. And this is Carl on Nick for P2. You can see Nick's headlight flashing, so he still is carrying that front end damage.
See, that's going to be annoying whenever he pulls up on you, having that flashing headlight in your rear view mirror all the time.
And also annoyed to him because Misano has a very poor lighting when you're like braking and your light fails. Pretty hard to see the apex.
Who needs apexes?
Yeah, these guys should know this track by now.
Yes, definitely. To people watching that wants to see, actually, Nicolas Alvarado is doing coaching into Fever. Let me throw the link up.
Fiverr.
Fiverr, or that. I thought it was like an intelligent pun, like, oh, it's a fever. Like, apparently not.
No, it's a
It's
$5.
Fiverr 'cause it's $5.
Oh, now makes way less sense. It explains a lot.
Yeah.
Anyone
Whereas
interested?
In
No, please.
Brazilian money,
It's-
it's about as much as it costs to buy a whole apartment.
Yeah.
Yes, $5 in Brazilian reais, you could buy a car and do on actual track. If you
Buy
want.
2 cars and a baby for that price.
Buy a baby.
And a
that's
baby.
That's just offensive. I resent
have
that,
a-
sir.
Do
You,
have
you
a
can
baby
buy
line?
a
Does it have big
deluxe
prices?
condo in a rainforest tree for that price, right?
Do they
condo
check the
with a-
babies for genetic diseases like they do dogs?
Oh my God! Let's just let's not go further.
You know, when you buy
Yeah.
a German Shepherd or a Husky, they usually tell you, like,
Yeah.
oh, this one doesn't have any inbreeding or genetic
You
disease.
want one
Rabies.
with papers.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I need a lineage. I need
Yeah.
to
Does
know.
this baby have rabies? I'm actually concerned. But no, babies don't have rabies, sir.
Fun fact, possums can't get rabies.
Oh,
That is. And
They're-
actually, possums are very good at maintaining other creatures out of your yard. So if you
Yeah.
see one, don't kill it. Just
Yeah.
let it be.
They're
You're kind of ugly, but whatever. you know.
natural cleanup crew. They eat all sorts of stuff.
but they attack you. Don't they attack you?
No,
No.
they hiss and they play dead. That's why they call it playing possum. So last lap here, sneaking up on us.
Nice.
And spiders.
Carbon.
I
No.
thoroughly
spiders.
hate spiders.
No spiders. Let's just move on from that. No.
Fun fact, if you live in Seattle, we have one of the biggest spiders in the world. I have seen
Whoa.
it. Yes.
Oh.
It's called a European, I think it's called a European house spider.
Oh yeah. It's like the size of a palm
Um,
of a hand or more.
So it can be, the body by itself is about 12 millimeters.
Damn.
With
What's
its
that-
legs
what's that in
stretched
freedom?
out, it's about, well, when its legs are stretched out, it can be about 6 to 7 inches.
Oh God.
Just burn my
That's a
house
lot.
down.
14 centimeters, and so you guys know, like 15
They
centimeters
are,
is a lot.
They are very harmless, apparently. They will eat other spiders. But yeah, they're fucking creepy.
Yeah, that's creepy. Yeah. Nope.
I am not okay with that.
So a couple more corners for Carbon. His first race with the community. He's going to take P1 unless his car explodes. He's got 2 turns to go.
Just
Coming up
completing what I
next
was.
week for 5 subs / explode.
That's right. We will make 1 car. You can flashing his lights as he crosses the line. Carbon P1. Well done. Alvarado P2. Carl Big behind him P3. Ferris Sadie P4. Blaine Hall's going to be P5 and win silver with Rados right behind him. Eric Groom has got Dylan Sauer hot on his heels. Oh, Sauer gets into the back end of Groom and goes wide
Right at the end.
right at the end, trying to make something happen on the last couple of corners in the last lap. They'll
Yeah,
be
a
laughing
little
about that,
antsy.
and they'll be laughing about that in the voice chat. I mean, these guys regularly crash into each other on Monday nights.
Yes.
Don't we all?
So Groom's going to take P7. He slows down, waiting for Sauer.
Uh,
Sauer P8.
let's-
Go ahead, Tiago.
Let's throw a sneak peek because next Monday, not tomorrow, the next Monday, we'll have actually not only multi-class but like team races on Monday.
Brian Kerr's on P9. Dmitry Dorshis is going to win AM class in P10. Well done, Dorshis. Yeah, so not this Monday, not tomorrow, but the week after. I believe it's July the 5th. We're going to do our team. Yeah, it's July the 5th. We're going to do our team test because July 4th, the USA birthday is on Sunday.
Nice.
But July the 5th, we're going to do our first ever team test event. 2-man teams, 1-hour race, 3 mandatory pit stops. We're looking for a 15-minute stint per driver as they switch out.
Very nice.
Anybody is welcome to join. Just join our Discord there. And join the community on simracing.gp. Bring a buddy. Make a team. Pick a car. Get registered in there.
And have
think-
fun.
One thing we're also going to try and do this week is we're going to basically cast one of the bottom splits for like a random iRacing race. Those are always fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
we're
would be
gonna join random iRacing splits in different categories
Yeah,
and just trash
it's-
talk people we don't know.
And we're not going to go for the top split of
Nope.
4K, 5K tri.
No, we want the sub 1K guys.
0.5 to 0.9.
So you got,
I have to add a point that is very important to that. It's not only racing, it's not only iRacing, it's NASCAR Cup cars in Road America.
well, there's that, and I may do some other ones. I may get into some IMSA races or something like that.
That is good
Is-
as well.
Fair Sadie coming through the pit like he normally does.
Whoa.
Mach 7. Eating it at the end of the
Oh.
pit
Yeet.
in true Ferris fashion.
Where's the customary donuts?
Well, I don't know that his car will move now.
Oh, he's
No,
coming back,
probably not.
brothers. He's coming back.
We got
Look at Sadie coming
We
back.
got Eric Groom backing up the pit lane. I don't think he's done racing yet.
Oh.
Post-race shenanigans. I mean, you've got a damp track. When better to do donuts?
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like Dylan Beveridge actually took a gamble and switched to dries,
Oof.
which explains his ending position.
We got Blaine in the chat saying the track didn't drought as much as he hoped. I mean,
The Sandbaggers on the chat's that my impression?
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, are you in the
Brandon.
chat, Tiago? I think you
Yeah.
are.
Yo, Brendan, welcome. Welcome, Brendan. How was your race?
Blaine.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. My bad, sir. My bad. I didn't mean to. Hey, yo, Brendan, how was your race?
So, congrats to the winners. Carbon on his first race with the community. Good job, everybody, for an entertaining race, to say the least.
Yeah. Thanks,
Um,
Chris, for taking over while my internet decided to take a break.
Yeah, this was a like I didn't even have OBS set up for the New World stream. So I like as soon as yours went down, I was like, all right, well I need to figure this out. So I had to go through my email and find the stream key and get everything set up and do a scene.
Now
So,
we're professional.
um,
Why are we not doing this for F1? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know. I feel like we should be getting paid a lot more.
I can see us in IMSA easily.
That's right.
All right.
Tiago, any last words?
Uh,
Is Tiago dying?
Well, no, he's got an outro. I want to hear
you wish
Tiago.
a last meal or
I
something?
want
Like,
Tiago's
Any
outro.
last words?
Any closing remarks, Tiago?
Any last
course
words,
I do.
punk?
yeah. You can fucking fall. Y'all have, like in the chat, you as well in the booth, have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and above all, be good.
Perfect.